Hello everyone and welcome back to another drawing time of INKroverts. I hope that you noticed a new intro. I figured that it was very inconvenient to zoom in or zoom up and down, pan up and down the drawing for you to see the whole picture, so why not just put the whole drawing on the left side so that you can see the whole of it, even though it's a bit smaller than having the camera panning up and down for you to see it part by part. And if you want to see the full picture, you can go to my website or my Twitter, which I wasn't very active back then. A few weeks ago, probably 1 week ago, I forgot, that I tried uploading my artwork on Twitter because I've stopped doing that for quite a few months. Because when I uploaded original artwork, nobody seems to notice that, and so I thought, why not focus on YouTube and Instagram instead? But this time, I'm not sure if it's the reason, I uploaded a Hades fan art, and then it got more than 1,000 likes and a couple hundred retweets, and I was very surprised by that, and so tried to keep uploading on Twitter, see what happens after that. And this is the second Hades fan art I've done. Hopefully you like it. Speaking of Hades games, at the first time I stumbled upon it, it was a month ago or 2 months ago, where I have read something about Greek mythology on the internet. It has nothing to do with the game itself, and then a few days later the Hades game popped up on my YouTube recommendations, and I thought it was the algorithm, right, that maybe Google thought that I searched something about Greek mythology in the past, that I might be interested in this game, but then it was not the coincidence. This game is starting to blow up, and then everyone started playing it, PewDiePie started playing it, and I was very surprised and very happy because, well, I like Greek mythology, and the artwork, the character portraits in this game is really cool, and so, like any other fan art artist, I decided to draw something for it. This time, compared to the last video, my last Hades game fan art, this is more stylized compared to the last one, which looked more like a Renaissance painting, just more realistic. This one is it has line work on it, more stylized and cartoonish. That is not intentional. It usually happens when I leave really thick line art at the back. You see my blue tinged draft at the bottom layer that I didn't erase and didn't draw a finer line art, and this is the result. When I was trying to color it, my line art would merge with my colorings, and it becomes part of the painting, part of the style itself. But I don't think it's that much of a problem. It looks really nice to me, and so I kept going until the end. I was curious how it would turn out, and at the end I think it looked fine, and so that's why I decided to upload it. If it sucks, I would seriously consider against uploading it anywhere near the internet. Anyway, speaking of Greek mythology, a few weeks ago I started reading the Iliad. It's the translated version. Oh, of course I'm reading the translated version. I don't know ancient Greek, but I heard that there are multiple versions of translation. There are a lot of, I don't know, Greek professors translating them into different versions of Iliad, and I just picked up one of the versions from the public library. Not to spoil anything, it started with Achilles getting angry with the commander because he stole his prize, and Achilles refused to fight for Greece for a long time, and it the story ended with Achilles returning Hector's body. Well, I was thinking that I was going to read Achilles dying, but no, it's not mentioned in Iliad, probably in Odyssey. I'm thinking about whether I should continue reading Odyssey, because the Iliad is quite long and it likes to mention a lot of character names and different characters' backgrounds. You see who the main characters are, but it seems to convey an impression that all characters that appeared have their own story, have their own backgrounds, have their own unique parentage, yada yada. And it's not boring. I think it's one of the more interesting feature Iliad holds. It seems to introduce many people at once, and it feels like you're being introduced into a new world. Something like that. You gotta read it to find out. I suck at giving summaries. One of the big reasons I went to read Iliad in the first place is that I didn't play it, because I found out about the Hades game. It's fun trying to know more about these characters, and I, dived into the original source. It was a shame the chthonic gods are rarely introduced in the Iliad. Hades and the Furies were mentioned multiple times, and Thanatos and Hypnos have an appearance or two, but other than that, it's mainly the soldiers in the Trojan War and Zeus and Hera being mentioned a lot. And it's really interesting. I recommend that you have a look for yourself. I don't know, I have never played the Hades game. I just watch other people play it and basically spoils all the dialogues for myself. Because the story is interesting, the character dialogues are really cool, and the voice acting. Everyone loves the voice acting in the Hades game. One reason I thought is because the voice actors aren't really acting much. It's like they really are just talking to the player, and it feels natural and quite enjoyable. But I don't think I'm going to buy this game for myself. I've already spoiled myself with Animal Crossing and Ori and the Blind Forest. No. Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Yeah. And I thought that if I buy any more games, it will put my mind out of studying, and I'm supposed to be focusing on my GPA. Anyway, because I've recently finished my semester A, that means I have a few weeks of break, and I can draw more during these times. Hopefully I can get another artwork out next week or the week after. The year 2020 sucks. We've been all stuck inside the house for so long, and for some reason, being stuck inside seemed to have an aversive effect on your daily routine, right? I thought that if I don't spend my time going to the campus, I might spend more time trying to adjust my daily routine to a more healthy one, but no. The lack of exercise and physical outlet it gives a feeling of meaninglessness. I know it sounds a bit depressing, but that's why we need to find something we like to do. For me, it's drawing and maybe reading a bit of books, and hopefully you can find something you like to do and take your mind off things. We need to take care of our mental health first. For us, Hong Kong here, we are at the beginning of our fourth wave, so we have no idea when this is going to end, but this is going to end. So I say stay hopeful and stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!